Hello everybody, I am Sleek Buccaneer and this is part 2 to the Kingdom Hearts key theories I will be posting. I only plan to have up to 3 in total, so this is going to be a short segment. I've decided not to cover anything dealing with Ventus and Marluxia's backstories or Strelatia's possible assassinator for multiple reasons, but I might do a critical rant on that topic as part of a closer for the key universe theory section. That seems like a reasonable plan right now, but that's also subject to change. As a quick recap, I discussed my theory on the foretellers being set up with the wrong roles, and that included Luxu. For this theory, I will go ahead and take a look at the first theory so you'll understand where I'm coming from. I'll put up an annotation in the top right corner so you can check that out. Now I'm going to talk about my theory on the Master of Masters and his possible intentions. Not his actual intentions, but what could be his possible intentions. I know other YouTubers have already said their piece on the Master of Masters and what his intentions could be, so I'll provide a few theory videos from them in the description below. But I'm giving the matter a revisit from a different perspective because the evidence I have on his possible intentions is telling me something else entirely, hence why this is an out there theory. Before I hop on this train, thank you for checking this video out. I hope you get something out of this, like maybe a new question or perspective on another familiar character. Today, I'm going to discuss my theory on the Master of Masters, and this includes his limitations and power, possible thoughts and intentions for the future, and what I believe will be his possible shortcomings as a new friend or a new foe. When I say shortcomings, I mean his overall influence in the story, and what will inevitably be his downfall as a likable character in the grand scheme of things. And this is all coming from a writer's perspective instead of a gamer's perspective. I chose to go with this route because a gamer is only given so much from the lore before he or she has to use external sources to invest in understanding the game. But story writers have a different set of patterns that they unconsciously follow. And that doesn't always make them predictable, however, because writers can be some sneaky people. But it makes this analysis a little more interesting based on what's been given, though. Now, this theory video might end up being fairly long as just one unit, so I'll split this up into several parts if necessary. I'm trying to stick to my time limit of 25 minutes so I don't overwhelm or bore you all to near death. I know my voice can get stale after a while, so I'll do right by you guys and make my stuff short. Regardless of that, let me get to the point. First, I'll kick this off with a possible origin story for the Master of Masters. This could get a little left field, so take this with a spoonful of salt. You might need more than a grain here. I honestly think Kingdom Hearts acts like the planet from Final Fantasy VII. So for my Final Fantasy VII fans, we know that the planet created weapons like Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, etc. to protect itself. And that it, or really she, summoned them from dormancy to protect her from the destruction left by both Shinra and their weapons, and Meteor, which Sephiroth planned to cast. In Dirge Cerberus, we also learn about Omega and Chaos and how they essentially take life from the planet and bring it to a new place. That's pretty much what the purpose of Omega weapon was. He basically acted as a failsafe. If something destroyed the other weapons, but the planet was still in danger, Omega would draw life from the planet and take it someplace safer that had the same living conditions that the planet had. And I think Kingdom Hearts is sort of a lesser version of that planet. I say this because there are two distinct occurrences that happen near the real Kingdom Hearts. The Keyblade War and the final fight in Birth by Sleep that was meant to result in the Keyblade's creation. I think Kingdom Hearts is capable of providing certain people who meet particular requirements with an ability or an assortment of abilities that will make them higher in status as opposed to other normal people. I want to expand on this a little bit by saying that not only can Kingdom Hearts grant you higher power, but it does so as a bargaining factor. So let me explain this point and why it matters for the Master of Masters. The planet in Final Fantasy VII created weapons to defend itself and save the life that developed on its soil. I think Kingdom Hearts created the Keyblade as a way to protect itself in a similar manner, but only someone of strong heart or an immense amount of power can find it and use it. Should someone with potential come near it, then it will give that person a vision of the future where Kingdom Hearts may be in danger. That's what I mean by bargaining factor. Kingdom Hearts, in an attempt to protect everything it gave life to, will grant a certain person the ability to wield the Keyblade in exchange for its protection against whatever peril will come in the following years or weeks. I think when the Master of Masters was just a regular guy trying to find purpose in his life, or trying to answer the question of what does having light or darkness in the heart mean, stumbled upon the location of Kingdom Hearts at the Badlands, a place that probably flourished under the light of Kingdom Hearts before something happened to it, and made Kingdom Hearts drain the life from that area. It wouldn't be impossible for another Keyblade War to exist before the one presented to us. And there were 2 World Wars in our human history, so why not 2 Keyblade Wars in Kingdom Hearts history? Furthermore, while at the Badlands, it's possible that the Master of Masters received an alarming vision of the end, and Kingdom Hearts more than likely revealed itself to him and presented the Keyblade to him. And with his newfound powers, he chose to learn more about Kingdom Hearts as its chosen protector. Wait, I'm not done yet. Just, keep your head together and stay with me. Now let's look at what the Master said in back cover when he spoke to Master Era. He said that people believe that the light that is Kingdom Hearts will be here forever. But if it were to disappear, then the world would be enveloped in darkness. Era thought that they were given Keyblades to rally protectors of light together and to protect Kingdom Hearts and stop the darkness. But the Master of Masters immediately responded no. I think he said that because he knew he was the chosen protector and only his Keyblade could save Kingdom Hearts from darkness. With that said, I know someone's going to disagree with me on this opinion, but I don't think the Master of Masters actually knows what the hell he's doing. That's subheader 1 of this theory. That's not the whole story. Subheader 2. Let's say I go along with everyone else and agree that yes, he does know what he's doing. It's just us that don't know what he's doing because his intentions are shrouded in mystery. Like everything else. Okay, if that's the case, then there are 2 subheaders underneath that. So under subheader 2, he does know what he's doing. Okay. Subheader 1. I don't think he knows who the traitor is either. 2, I think he may have known who he was, but he was protecting him. This is just a theory. I'm not saying I'm right or that I know the series like the back of my hand because my hand plays tricks on me. Sometimes I wake up in the morning with a cut or bruise on my hand and I don't even know where it came from. It's just there. Same situation with this theory. I watched some YouTube videos here and there, and this thought just popped in my head with no warning. So that's the whole setup for this theory. Stay tuned for parts 2 and 3. We're going to get into why I believe these 2 possibilities are the case. And I'll go over how these 2 subheaders actually could play a very huge role and how he will be received as a character in the future. Because knowing these things or having these things be true will actually affect his whole, I don't want to say grand reveal, but his whole influence in the story that actually could get changed severely just by his reveal and just by knowing these origins. So that's all I'm going to present for today. I'll try to get in part 2 somewhere around next week, maybe. I'm trying to get this one finished by the 9th. I don't think it's going to happen by the 9th, but at least this part will be done. But let me know what you think in the comment section, and feel free to check the other videos in the description below. Support these other YouTubers who, theorize on these things and make more money than I do off this. Thank you for clicking on this video, and have a nice day.
Punch your fists into the air and raise a rebel yell. There's lots of bad ones out there you need to send to hell.